The wood we're going to want to use for today's fire is going to be aspen. There's this group of small dead aspen that we're going to use. That wood's going to be nice and dry, and it'll be a soft wood and relatively easy to ignite. So I'm going to cut this down and take out the sections that I need to make a nice fire. Okay, I got my spindle cut out. I'm going to refine that a little bit more. The bottom end, that's going to be the friction end, I want to be about the size of my thumb, and the top end, I want that to be about the size of my pinky, and that'll have less resistance on the top where you don't want resistance. Down here you want the friction and a certain amount of resistance, not too much. Thumb size makes it just about right. Over here, this is the aspen tree that I cut down, and I'm making my hearth board now. I took the hatchet and split it right here, making this cut, and this is where I will notch out and the spindle will ride. This part here I'll cut short. That'll be my hand piece, and this split that goes down further, I will make that into the board that catches the ash. Okay, here's my bow. I've got my ends notched out. I just do a figure 8 around the end and then tie it once I got it set right, like a rigid bow. And this is my spindle, that's all ready to go. That's the bottom end, the friction end, and this is the top end. That'll be received by my hand piece. And I've got some pine sap jammed in that hole right there, and that's going to lubricate. It's my hearth board with a notch. Got some bark behind it to catch the ash and the ember. Got my bird's nest setting on my hat that we will transfer the ember into. We'll blow that into flame. And I've got my kindling, more tiny little sticks. The dried pine boughs work really, really good for flaming up. And then I've got some little bit bigger sticks to put on it. I've got my material all laid on bark to keep it off the snow and keep it dry. So we are ready to go. Okay, got an ember. See if I can blow that into flame. All right, there we have it. We made fire. Got that camera going. All right, success. Again, using everything that I just gathered in the forest here, put it all together. Took a little bit of doing. I think the wood's just a little damp, but got to be persistent and go after it. And eventually the wood gets dried out enough and you can get an ember. And that's very important to have all your stuff ready. Might save your life. Success. We made fire. Came up here into the mountains at an elevation of about 9,000 feet in the wintertime. Cut down an aspen tree that was dead standing. Carved a spindle out of it. Made the hearth board out of it. Made my handpiece. Got the bow and got my kindling. Got my tinder bundle. Got it all set up right alongside where I'm going to make the fire. And you know, just went after it. Took a little bit. Took a few tries. Get it going, but got the ember and got it transferred into the bundle and blew that into flame and got all my kindling on there and bigger pieces, and there you go, fire. So 100% success. Loving it. Sticks.